can't sell it off, so you've got to get it right to sell it on. So yeah, we've got
I didn't know you did crowd management.
Imagine a city, a unique partnership between government and the private sector. Less than an hour by rail from Mecca, Medina and Jeddah. A new world city for Saudi Arabia, a new Saudi Arabian city for the world. This is King Abdullah Economic City. To build the mega city of the future, we started with hard infrastructure. We developed pro-business regulations through a single regulator, and we're connecting the city by sea, road and rail. This is attracting world-leading businesses who bring with them their best and brightest talent. We're developing a wide range of housing solutions, all surrounded by leisure facilities and maintained by state-of-the-art public services. Master planned on a total area of 181 million square meters. We started with 4 major components: King Abdullah Port, Industrial Valley, the coastal communities, and Hijaz Gate. One of the world's busiest shipping routes on the coast of the Red Sea. Designed and built to strengthen Saudi Arabia's existing shipping and transportation network, the port is a catalyst for the Saudi economy, a creator of jobs, and a gateway to the region's biggest market. Strategically positioned, the port has direct access to the national highway network, creating a seamless link from sea to land. It also plans to have the largest multimodal terminal in the kingdom, connecting to the Saudi land bridge. When it's complete, King Abdullah Port will be one of the top 10 ports in the world. It will have more than 30 deep water berths, some over 18 meters deep, all served by the world's largest cranes to enable handling the biggest ships now and for decades to come. To deliver maximum efficiency, we've created the Port Community System, which cuts down on paperwork and provides real-time information throughout the entire process, guaranteeing fast, transparent clearance times. And the scale of King Abdullah Port makes it a vital addition to Saudi Arabia's existing import and export capability, handling growing volumes of global cargo, as well as cargo destined for the kingdom itself. We've collaborated with trusted partners to create this ambitious project, because world-leading companies need a world-leading port, a megaport for tomorrow's Saudi Arabia. Direct access to. We're building Industrial Valley, a new progressive hub for logistics and manufacturing. Designed with our tenants in mind, we're creating support systems to deliver the greatest efficiency. We've set up industry clusters for logistics, food packaging and FMCG, pharmaceuticals, automotive, plastics and building materials. With factories built and businesses already operational, Industrial Valley is becoming the first choice for many of the world's business leaders and their employees. With this growing population, we're building our coastal communities, a collection of beautiful, sustainably designed residential districts that create the perfect, modern, family-friendly environment for its residents. Each coastal community offers its own tailored architecture, blending first-class accommodation with the latest technology and plenty of outdoor space. These communities also offer a variety of world-class educational facilities, where young Saudis can realize their full potential, from the GEMS Education World Academy to public schools tailored to the needs of every neighborhood, and a wide range of higher education institutions, including the College of Entrepreneurship and Business. And for healthy, active family lives, residents of the coastal communities can enjoy a wide variety of exercise and relaxation options, and recreation in a safe, secure environment surrounded by a world-class 18-hole golf course on its glorious beachside location. Wherever you go, you'll be in a safe, secure environment, surrounded by places of prayer, lush outdoor spaces, and modern residential developments. At the heart of the coastal communities sits Bay La San, a vibrant contemporary district built around a beautiful marina. Boutiques and restaurants line the promenades, and a commercial office park, home to multinational headquarters, sits on the edge of the district. The Bay La San Hotel and Marina marked the start of a series of business and leisure developments, making this city a new Saudi business hub and tourist destination on the Red Sea. After all, families build neighborhoods, and neighborhoods build communities. Living, working, and playing together. At the city's entrance, we're creating Hijaz Gate, the new downtown area. A business, retail, and residential district built around the Al Haramain high-speed rail station. This state-of-the-art rail network will link King Abdullah Economic City to Jeddah, Mecca, and Medina, making access to the city effortless from around the kingdom. This area is a critical part of the city's vision. It will become a stopping point for millions of pilgrims, a natural destination for conferences and exhibitions, the perfect location for new educational institutions, and home to malls and corporate headquarters. Here at King Abdullah Economic City, we've already achieved a great deal. We've built a port, we've built factories, we've built homes, we've helped to build businesses and communities. We're creating wide-ranging career opportunities, making us a destination for top talent. We're building many sectors, but one economy. Many neighborhoods, but one sustainable community. Global investors and national brands, families and citizens are moving forward with us. King Abdullah Economic City. Our story is only just beginning.
ship and the sea there. Yeah, you can see that they're in. Right. Nice seal.
What place I'm looking for? Can I take you on a tour?
Yeah, good.
American Curriculum School. We're basically children of age 3. You can see we're depending on the city growing. We basically busted in. All nationalities, 30% Saudi. Then we have Pakistanis, Indians, Filipinos as well. Quite a few Europeans as well. East European mainly children. This is our multi-purpose school. You can see behind it allows us to sport things like this. We are most used area. Great times in a lot of basketball.
Curve? I've seen a curved one before.
We've got seating basically for just to make it to a touring as well. So if we need to do parents' meetings or shows, we put it here. So the curve is so we can have those retractable seating areas on both sides. It is unusual.
I've never got it. Is that quite clever? I mean, does it work?
We're waiting for the seating to arrive.
But this is brand new.
It's brand new, yeah.
Danny Rogan.
Downstairs is our, it's called the primary school. Here we have a clinic that serves both the students and the whole city. Fairly standard.
We just need to stay.
Maximum capacity 25.
We go to school.
So the well like numbers, quite small at the moment. Just getting ready to go here.
Having a good day? And are you all about to go home?
So it's too many cars outside, so we can't go home yet. It's off.
We created a communal area here where the teachers can
Okay, welcome everybody to the Dragon's Den event at the World Academy. This is the final series of events this week for World Enterprise Week. We're very pleased to welcome our guests, His Royal Highness, and the rest of the guests that have come into the room with us. We've got 4 finals here today. The heats took place yesterday. The 4 finals, 4 groups of 4 girls, and we're going to kick it off today, Dragon's Den, with Touch Me Table.
Hello Dragons, I'm Iman.
I'm Nada.
And I'm Ritaj.
And I'm Zara.
Behold, the future is right in front of your eyes.
Well, aren't you tired of this happening to your laptops? We have created the Touch Me Table.
We ask for a capital contribution of 1 million reals and in return with a successful
launch of our product, we expect a return of a 25% margin.
So this is the SketchUp of our product. It has a built-in projector, it has a sound system, you can plug in devices into it, and you can turn it into a standing board for teachers to explain it to you. It's mainly used for offices and schools.
It has unbreakable glass and it's waterproof, so it's perfect for children's use. You don't have to worry about dropping water on the top of it because it won't get damaged.
For the finance, we have a factory in China and we have a warehouse in Jeddah. We are paying them together yearly, $5,329. For 60 tables with the shipping and the tax, that will cost us $309,000 and 4,800 riyals. We are selling each table for 7,300, and for every single table we sell, our profit is 817. We have a 3-year plan. For the first year, we already sold 180 units, and for the second year, we are selling 350 units, and by the third year, we're hoping to sell 800 units.
A lot of projectors and other products have a really low price, but their quality material is also low. A touch-me table is a combination of an office laptop and a partial projector, which will cost you less what you will spend buying both.
We also offer a 30% sale for offices and schools who buy more than 20 tables.
So destroy your laptops and buy our tables.
So, touch me table, everybody. Dragons, any questions?
Yeah. Have you showcased this to any schools yet?
Yes, we have showed it to the council.
Council. And have they placed an order?
Yes.
How many units?
About 800.
Touch me table. Next out in the Dragon's Den today, we've got Solfit X, Michaela and Kieran.
Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. I am Michaela and I'm Kieran Fatima, and we are the co-founders of Solfit X. So, brief summary of our product. Our product is available in 2 models, the Solfit X Bike and the Solfit X Elliptical. It has 2 solar panels on top, which is directly wired to your device. So you're getting electricity while you're working out. And we're a company that focuses on creating energy without harming the environment. So I hope you enjoy our product. Dragons, our product is, we are asking for $250,000 from you in exchange for 10% of equity with our company. Making waste from waste. This is our motto of Solfit X. And we are a company that focuses on creating energy without destroying the environment. But is it really possible to do that? To do that without harming the earth? With Solfit, it is possible. We have 2 products, the Solfit X Bike and the Solfit X Elliptical. And whether you want to charge your device because the battery went out, or because you simply want to continue using it, then start paddling and work out because our product makes you able to charge. With Solfit X, we're getting 3 benefits in one. You are working out, you are creating energy, and you are having fun. We are bringing the technology of the future to the present, and it's imagined because things like this could exist.
With 3M materials, we can guarantee you the durability that lasts longer.
And with Never Coat Spray, you can use our product with greater shine in all seasons. It encourages physical activity among everyone. And all of this is possible with Solfit X. So this is the model of our product. Above it is the 2 square meters of solar panel that lets you produce 368 watts of electricity in one day. That wired to your device, you can make 150 to 400 watts of electricity per hour. And here you have the smart panel, the USB port, and here you can charge your devices.
We got our 7-inch smart panel in which you can log in to check your status, update yourself by listening to the breaking news, and do some other stuff.
Our product costs only $1,299, which is not far from the products you can buy on the market, and it costs $790 to make 1 unit. We get $509 as a profit for it, and our company has only been up for 7 months, yet we've been able to make $480,000.
Our target is to make partnership with groups and companies and to install these elliptical and bikes into public places, for example, gyms, schools, and stations, so that people can use it more conveniently and easily.
Imagine, 1/4 of the population of Saudi Arabia is obese, and they're suffering from illnesses. And Solvit is here to change that, and you're getting electricity. Everything is possible with this machine.
This is Solvit X.
Well, basically, our market is, for now, we focus on making partnerships and groups with organizations and groups, mass order, and our target is for people who want to develop and promote fitness and making energy without any consequences.
Solvit X. Next up in the house, we've got Click Clock, Jay, Nada, and Chiquita.
Hello everyone, I'm Chiquita.
I'm Jay. I'm Nada.
As students and as teachers, every one of you might have experienced an organization. Well, we, the Cerebralites, are here and we present you the Click Clock. It is a stapler that stamps, tells the time, tells the day.
So as Chiquita said, if you are an organized person, as I am, here is a solution for you, our Click Clock. So as you can see, here is the date, here is the time, and here is a little button on the side. So let's say it's now 1 o'clock. So by setting the time, this is how the check time goes. So when it's 12 o'clock, it's going to change automatically. You have a free option whether you want to do both at the same time. So when you have it at the back, you can only staple it. When you have it in front, you can only staple it. When you have it in the middle, you have both options. We are using a special kind of ink. We are using alcohol and highlighters. We left highlighters for 2 days in alcohol, and this is what we got. We're selling each one for $1 and we're getting 2 free ink bottles with each product for 15 riyals. So if you want to try.
So our products will be shipped from China to Saudi Arabia, and we have 30 boxes to be shipped. That will cost us 45,000 riyals per month. And in addition to that, we will also need 10,000 riyals, 5,000 for advertisements in television, 2,000 for internet ads, and 3,000 for sponsorships. We will give you 30% of our company, and that is 67,500 out of 225,000 riyals per month. And China will get 5%, and that is 7,500 per month.
We have an approval from 30 stores who want to purchase our product.
Any questions?
Yes, please. How will you know when the product is successful?
So this depends. We're actually setting it for schools, companies, and students. So this is going to be useful for students to organize their papers and also for teachers. So I think it's going to help them to be more organized, especially for us teenagers.
Are there any other products to look at in the market?
Okay, Click Clock, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've got the last one here. We'll save not the best for last, and let's hope it's fantastic. We've got Zenad's Smart Card by Rima, Renad, and Zahra.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rima, this is Renad, and this is Zahra. And today we're presenting our business idea. So So, our company, Zena, has come up with a device that will improve the normal shopping cart experience. This device is called the Smart Cart. So what does the Smart Cart do?
Well, around 36% of people have admitted that they actually overspend. And the average person spends around 2.5 hours weekly just grocery shopping. So it saves a lot of time and it stops people from overspending.
When you add this device to the trolley, it gives you the ability to scan the items yourself. And when you do that, the prices show up. So knowing the price beforehand saves time as you have time to collect your money and give it at the till. It also gives you the ability to type in the budget. And when you do so, and you shop and everything, and reach your budget, it will alert you. That way you can prevent overspending.
So the device goes over the trolley like this. And as you can see, the scan will be at the right. At the top right corner, the total price will always be shown. At the top left corner, ads will be shown. And in the middle, the settings will be there. And below that, there's a search box. Say you're looking for cereal, so you just type it in, and then the location will show up. This saves a whole lot of time when you're looking for stuff.
You might ask, an advanced trolley like this, won't it be vulnerable to thievery? Luckily, we have a GPS built into the device. It will sense when the trolley is pushed out of the store's radius and will alert the store.
Stop right there.
You can change the distance of the radius by going to the settings, but this is only accessible by the managers with a special PIN code.
So you might be wondering, why would supermarkets want to buy this? Well, it's going to keep their customers happy, and that's obviously the first priority. And then, since it has a GPS built into it, they can know where you stopped and for how long you stopped. So for example, there's a sale for milk, so you see it and you stop and you actually buy the product. But then when you go to a different aisle, the cereal aisle, you look at it, but you end up not buying it. So they'll know that there's something wrong and they need to improve on something.
We also have a sponsorship with Cerebrum Riots, and they staple all our legal contracts, even concluding the contract with Panda.
Coming to the financial side of the business, we want 350,000 riyals from the Dragons for 20% of the shared profit. It will cost 450 riyals to make one device, and we will sell it for 1,000 riyals. We have a 3-year business plan, and since we have a contract with Panda, we will only add our devices to 15% of all the Panda trolleys in Saudi Arabia. That is why we are only making 3,020 devices, and the profit will come up to 1,627,000 riyals. In the next year, we'll be doing the same, but we'll increase it to 45%. We will make 6,800 devices, and our profit will be 3,706,000 riyals. The third year is the exact same, but 70% this time. We will make 10,570 devices, and we will get a profit of 5,780,000 riyals. After that, we plan to expand and maybe even offer our services to other brands of supermarkets.
Managing time is our top priority, and that's why we think our device must be on the market. And as our slogan says, when time is saved, the road is paved. Thank you for taking your time to listen to us. Any questions, Dragons?
Just a comment from me. I wasn't aware that stolen trolleys was a problem in Saudi Arabia.
Sorry, Your Royal Highness, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all agree that that's been absolutely fantastic. I would like to invite everyone from behind stage now to come forward. Excellent job, ladies and gentlemen. Students, if you could stay where you are. Mr. Will, would you like to take the guests and His Royal Highness through to the library, please, where we will serve coffee.
To
2 weeks. So you've had to get to grips with the concept of business as well as presenting.
And we had to do a lot of and practice as well.
Well, can I just say that I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
The amount of work you put in there, I think was absolutely fantastic. Good ideas. Now, actually, in your experience that you've had over the last 2 years, would you now, as it were, do something enterprising yourselves when you left school? Did you think about it?
Yeah.
But you hadn't thought about it before?
No.
Well, I hope it's inspired you to be an entrepreneur. Well done.
Thank you.
Research library more. It is conventional. We do have IT as well. Basically, we're trying to teach students the skill of still research. It's quite high on our agenda, especially as they're English language books.
It's all English language.
We have Arabic as well, but most of it's English language.
Are you doing a library class at the moment?
I am not, Your Royal Highness. I'm just. These are the boys that have got some work here that they were going to show you. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been writing about the cheeseburger book reports and.
What's a cheeseburger book report?
Last time Mr. Michael is making a cheeseburger book report that we read every 25 minutes in-house every night. So we are reading the book and we finish the book, we write it about it. And then we present this book in the Bylaws Hotel here.
Climbing over.
And then the hotel was like the shape, it was big enough, and we present this in there.
Oh, right. So what books have you been writing? What books have you been reading?
My book was
This is up there, yeah, but what was the title of the book?
Venus and Fur. Venus and Fur.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The boxcar children. The boxcar children.
Oh, right. So you only have to read at night for 25 minutes. Is that all?
Yeah.
Now come on.
Don't
Only 25 minutes. You must do more reading than 25 minutes, doesn't you?
Well, we read a lot of pages. We have something called read a lot of pages, and each day you have to answer like questions. Yeah. For example, what is in your opinion? What do you think is this good? What is the other purpose? Like that.
Oh, right. So he's asking you to actually. Yeah. Okay. So you got to every day. You got to see.
Yes.
Ah, very good. Do you enjoy reading?
Yes.
Something I saw the other day that said you must do more reading all the time. Good to see you. Good. There's always one that's going to do something damaging.
Like research, it's just that whole skill of researching as well.
Advice to kids. How do you do here with saying
and the big thing is pretty heavily filtered, so we're protected by that. But we basically integrate technology into lessons, so we teach them that when you're doing this to every lesson, pick it up. As we would as a child, we pick up a dictionary and look up a word and to use it as that. We do give them training on social etiquettes and things like that, how to email properly. It's a different generation. I suppose these kids are all.
What's the date today?
Worrying. A small presentation.
Oh, that's right.
Students, we would like to present to you this
as a token of our appreciation. The year here is when the school was first opened, and we hope you can visit us again.
I'm sure I've had plenty of opportunities. This space is going to be very successful, I suspect. So there'll be lots more students coming. Thank you very much indeed. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. And what's the maximum capacity? It will be 2,000.
Africa unless you
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Cape. Last week, we had a storm. It was heavily raining. So one of my colleagues last night came and he said, "Did you see the weather forecast? We're expecting rain tomorrow." I said, "So?" He said, "You know, His Royal Highness is coming tomorrow. And would this affect the tour?" I said, "I don't think it's going to rain. We checked the forecast. Second, if it does, that's only going to make you feel home." So I hope you have enjoyed the day so far, and you've had an enjoyable lunch, and you've managed to network with some of the guests from the different partners that we have with us here today. So, statistics say 75% of startups fail. Business Insider says 92% of startups below $40 million fail. So, those freaky numbers about failures is not what we're here to talk about. Rather, the very few that have actually managed to face that fear and pursue what they believed in. They believed in themselves, in the opportunities, and in the value that they can create. Those entrepreneurs is why we are here today. And it's why King Abdullah Economic City is launching its program from today, named Cake Startups. Cake Startup is a program that aims to support and empower the Saudi successful entrepreneurs to cross borders and reach out. At the same time, it is also the launchpad and the gateway for international successful entrepreneurs that use this gateway to growth markets from Saudi Arabia. But what a great start when we're starting in partnership with Pitch on Tour. Thanks to His Royal Highness, Cake was his first stop in taking this initiative outside the United Kingdom. To make this aim achievable, we cannot do it without great partners, incubators, accelerators, funds, you name it. We needed an ecosystem. But above all that, a leading regulator. A regulator that believes in no bureaucracy, rather opportunity. We have them all here with us, and without further ado, the program should start by calling to the stage the CEO of King Abdullah Economic City, Mr. Fadil Rashid, to give his welcoming remarks.
Your Royal Highness, Duke of York, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to King Abdullah Economic City. We are so honored, Your Royal Highness, that you are visiting us today. This trip has been long in the making. And I was so honored to be with you in the Pitch at Palace event, because that event showed me what kind of power a leader can have, bringing together people who are focused on entrepreneurship. We were so inspired by your vision, by your leadership, that we had to convince you that this is the right place to launch Pitch on Tour. And your generosity is shown with everybody here that are coming to celebrate this event and celebrate entrepreneurship. King Abdullah Economic City itself is a big entrepreneurship project. It started with King Abdullah in 2005 saying, the government cannot do it on its own. We must engage the private sector in the development of the country. So he launched King Abdullah Economic City, not as the first startup city of its kind, but the largest private sector project in the world. And to make it sustainable and to commit the country to it, he said this city must be listed on day one. There is no way back. And time and again, every time this entrepreneurial project needed support, the king himself gave his support. Because ultimately, that's what governments are supposed to do for entrepreneurs. Create an environment where entrepreneurial spirit and energy can be sustained and won. We understand that over our 9-year history as a city, that it is a big challenge to start as an entrepreneur. This is, again, a startup. But we have achieved a lot. Our port is the first private port in the region, and it's already changing the logistics map around the world. Our industrial valley has attracted 82 companies, and we are signing 1 company a week now. And we are building housing for all income levels and ensuring that affordable housing is a big component of it. But that's for the big companies. We are now turning towards entrepreneurship, because I'm a big believer, and we are all big believers here, that entrepreneurship actually drives cities. There are many entrepreneurs around us, and trust me, it's not their ideas today that matter. Each and every one of them will probably start many businesses. In fact, the average for entrepreneurs is 6 to 7 businesses over their professional careers. And that's what cities want. Cities need to reinvent themselves, and they do so with the power of entrepreneurship. Therefore, today we're launching our entrepreneurship program, and we at CAKE are doing all we can in terms of creating an environment for entrepreneurship in the city. Number 1, we are obviously focused on the talent. Today, His Royal Highness visited our first school, and he listened to pitches from the students on businesses, 4 of them, and they were incredible. And he asked them, how long have you been in this program? He said, 2 weeks. Would you think about this? Did you think about entrepreneurship before? They said, no. Do you think about starting a business now? They said, yes. So it is all about that spark that you can plug into the young. But we are also focused on vocational training, ensuring that our vocational training gives our people not a vocation only, but the skills to make that vocation into a business. And finally, working at the college level by attracting one of the top universities from around the world to start an entrepreneurship business school in King Abdullah Economic City. We are doing all of the other stuff, the incubators, the fitted offices, etc. But we understand we can't do this alone. And we don't want to start from scratch. We know, and we are very fortunate, that over the past 15 years, many organizations in the kingdom have launched entrepreneurial programs, and like you've had said, incubators, accelerators, etc. And we want to work with them, because I think they can help us, and we can help them make this a real entrepreneurial place. And finally, we need government. And we are lucky. And my partner, the Secretary General of the Economic City Authority, Mr. Mohammed Hilal, is here, and they are not just supportive. They are visionaries, and they are leading the way to making this a place that is easy to do business for entrepreneurs. Your Royal Highness, I'm not as handsome as you are. And this is certainly not the palace. But the entrepreneurship spirit that you are bringing with you, the entrepreneurship spirit that we will get today from all of these entrepreneurs, I hope will cover for my shortcomings. And welcome, and thank you very much for being here. Now, allow me to call to the stage Mr. Mohammed Hilal, the Secretary General of the Economic City Authority.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, as-salatu as-salam ala ashraf al-anbiya wal-mursaleen. Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Economic Cities Authority, I would like to welcome you once again to King Abdullah Economic City. I look at the entrepreneurs, and as Fahad al-Rashid, my friend, was speaking, I was thinking to myself and even wondering, why am I not sitting with the entrepreneurs? Why am I not with them? And then it hit me very quickly that they're probably smarter than me. And on top of that, I sit here, or I stand here before you, and I'm a job seeker. But the entrepreneurs are job creators. And just like that, they're not only serving a particular country's agenda, but the world's agenda, really. And for that, I think it's very commendable and it's truly gratifying. So that's one part. The other thing that I wanted to say is that we truly recognize, Your Royal Highness, all the work that you had done and efforts passionately in the United Kingdom. We've read about different activities that you had supervised, that you had initiated, that you had led. Some of them were talking about the speed dating-like entrepreneurship events, going all the way to the Pitchat Palace, the prestigious Pitchat Palace. And I'd like to take this opportunity really to truly thank I'mar for hosting this particular event, for launching the cake startups. I would also like to thank our partners, Badr, Kaust, Saudi Aramco, the Centennial Fund, all the partners. Really thank you for driving the kingdom's agenda behind fostering and creating an ecosystem to develop the entrepreneurs and the SMEs. Your Royal Highness, we truly thank you for choosing today King Abdullah Economic City as a destination to replicate the Pitchat Palace prestigious event. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I originally prepared a long speech. We're not going to invest time there. We're going to invest time in listening to our entrepreneurs' pitches. I will take the opportunity to learn from you, listen to you, and with that, I would like to end my remark and thank you for listening.
Okay, so the show is about to start. Let me just tell you how this program is going to go. We have 15 entrepreneurs, 9 from Saudi Arabia, 6 from United Kingdom. Dominantly men, but we have 1 female entrepreneur. So these entrepreneurs have gone through hell, to say the least. Have been warned from their families and friends, have stayed up late nights, did the lowest and the least prestigious jobs in the world you can think of. So they have been discouraged all their journey so far, but by very few, like yourselves. So please join me in giving them the greatest encouragement we can give, because they deserve every sound in that clap we can make. Thank you, and I call the first entrepreneur to the stage.
I think it's afternoon now. So good afternoon, Your Highness and distinguished guests. My name is ندرو, and I'm the founder and CEO of PayTabs. Thanks, Mr. Fahad. Yes, we did. We've gone through a lot of hell, and I lost my hair because of being an entrepreneur. I want to talk about PayTabs. We started 18 months ago. PayTabs was just a tissue idea sitting in Starbucks coffee. And today, we had 3,000 customers around the globe. And we've been in almost 16 countries. What really we do, change the e-commerce or the e-business, and then shift the payment business. I would like to say we are a payment processor, not only in Saudi or in the region. We are a payment processor all over Asia. And what we're really trying to do, and what we have been doing so far, is we're trying to take the hassle from the bank and even from the card scheme. So we are giving the entrepreneurs, home business, and even if you can see airlines, our service. We build everything in-house in Saudi Arabia. We have our own security, we have our own processing, and we are helping, an Indian lady sitting in India doing freelancing to someone in the UK and USA, and we help her to take her payment. We have thousands of this lady. We have one of our customers, a female in Saudi who is designing abaya, and we help her instead of going only to the local market to expand to more than 10 countries so far. So what we've been doing so far is really taking care of the integration part, taking the old hassle from the banks and giving it all under one umbrella, and making this a simple and easy process for anyone to go live, either as an individual or as a company or a home business. Usually customers, or small customers, would take like 6 months to 1 year to go live, but with us they take just 2 days. Thank you so much, and pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Your Highness, our respectable guests, good afternoon. My name is Khalid Isa Sulami, an electrical engineering student, and I'm here today to present to you my startup, and it's called ElectroAim. What we do in ElectroAim is a smart hardware and software design in order to develop a fast, rapid prototyping and get efficient control systems and smart robotics. Now, let's assume that you have an innovative idea, whether it's a smart mechanical or electronic product. The first thing that you want to do is to design a prototype for this idea. However, you will struggle to find a local company that is willing to design it for you. And here comes the first gap in our local market, which is the lack of local rapid prototyping companies that is willing to design it for you. And let's say that you have a decent knowledge, and all what you need just instruction to implement your prototype. And here comes the second gap in our local market, which is the lack of localized content that tells you how to start or create your own smart products from the scratch. So these are the two main gaps that we are trying to address in ElectroAim by providing the following. First, we do rapid prototyping. We design mechatronics products, whether it's for the individuals or for companies, by taking the idea from the client, studying the idea, do improvements to the idea, and finally implement the prototype. Secondly, what we do is that we provide the training materials. We design smart educational kits to teach people how to create their own smart electronic products from the scratch. In the past year, we have trained more than 5,000 males and females over the kingdom. In addition to that, we have designed 4 products as a rapid prototyping, and we have more than 47 pending projects. Doing what ElectroAim is doing will allow us not only to enable and foster innovation over the kingdom, but in the whole Middle East region. Thank you for listening.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Thank you for having me here. Today I'm going to talk about clean water. My name is Ahmed Al-Saidi, and we are a team of 3 experts in seawater desalination. We have developed a cost-effective desalination process, and we founded a new company called Green Desal. Let me first start by highlighting the importance of desalination. As you all know, the shortage of fresh water is a global concern, and desalination became a very essential practice for meeting the global demand for fresh water. For example, more than 150 countries have implemented desalination, including USA, Spain, Australia, and of course the Gulf countries as well. So there are major problems in the current desalination technologies. They are energy intensive. Let me give you an example on this. In Saudi Arabia, we are burning more 300,000 barrels on daily basis for seawater desalination. In addition to this, these current technology, they are having or requiring high capital investments, and they suffer from high operation and maintenance cost. So Green Diesel came up with a new solution for these problems, and we have developed a new process based on membrane distillation. It utilizes a hydrophobic microporous membrane, and the fiber is being transferred from the hot side to the cold side, and it produces highly pure water at low temperature and at low pressure. So it's a very compact process, and it's very flexible in terms of capacity, and actually everything is made of plastic. So this is the capital investment is far less than the conventional ones. Geothermal, solar energy, or any waste heat plant is going to be more than sufficient to operate the process. This is why our technology is sustainable. Where we are standing now, we have done the prototyping and it worked, and we have protected our new design through provisional patent, and we also communicated our technology to the big players in industry, and they showed their interest in implementing our technology. What we are looking for now, we are looking for partners and we are looking for investors, because together actually we are going to address a global concern, and we are going to save energy for our future. So thank you so much. It's like gonna help us to take our technology to the industry.
So drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, they have been at the center of attention lately, and for a good reason. From delivering pizza to shooting videos, they seem to be capable of almost anything. But given the right hardware and software, drones are capable of changing many industries, including the oil and gas industry and how they operate, urban planning, and even help save lives. Let me introduce to you Falcon Viz, a company I co-founded as a spin-off from King Abdullah University of Science and Technology. A company that has key expertise in hardware and software and business that can deliver on the drone promise. In the last year, we have already run many pilot projects, including the scanning of the historical city center of Al-Balad. It's the historical city center of Jeddah. We are delivering sub-centimeter accurate 3D models of important geological features to the oil and gas industry. And most recently, our life-saving technologies have been shortlisted at the Drones for Good competition in Dubai, which awards $1 million to the winners in order to pursue their ideas. So how does our technology work? We use UAVs with either cameras or multispectral and infrared cameras, or any other imaging devices that our customer needs. Then we use our patent-pending technology that includes software and hardware in order to create a 3D model. We then process this and find holes. The 3D models are never complete the first time out. So our technology is capable of finding these holes in the 3D model, creating a new mission, uploading it to the copter, and fill these holes in, giving complete 3D models. Currently, we're looking for a VP of sales to join our team and a co-investor in order to accelerate our growth. So I've organized a small demo, and I have a pair of goggles that are very close to our heart. These were last worn by Mr. Bill Gates himself, and we're trying to raise awareness that drones can also be used for good reasons. So currently these are hooked up to the infrared camera that is running on the copter, and it's streaming wirelessly the signal to these goggles. So I would like to just hand them over for the audience to have a smaller experience of what it is to fly one of these softwares. And I would like to invite any of you that would like to have an infrared or thermal selfie to join us after the talks. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. I'm the oldest in the group, and according to my wife, I'm the most handsome, except for the other hands. I'm a professor at university, King Saud University, and I spent 35 years managing diabetic patients, and those of you who doesn't know, Saudi Arabia is one of the top 10 countries when it comes to diabetes prevalence. I spent the 35 years facing the real problem, and then suddenly I started to go into medical technology. So I'm now taking you back to start medical technology, and I'm going to start with another very successful program which have started 350 kilometers from here, south King Abdullah city. This is a Layth, small city, and you can see there is a huge agriculture program which is really producing now. It is one of the top 10 companies producing shrimp. They came to the market as a food market business. But then I told them that there is something with the shrimp which is very useful and very, very important. And then we started our project 3 years ago by taking the shellfish and using the chitosan, which is part of the chitin, and trying to produce a new technology. If you Google chitosan, you will see that the powder is available, the gel is also available, but you will see some of the people and some of the research labs are working hard to bring a new product. I want to tell you, although they are really getting a lot of money from the flesh of the shrimp, but there is more money on the shellfish, on the skin of that shrimp. What we did, in fact, we managed to produce a highly purified chitosan nanofibers, which has a lot of applications. At the same time, we managed also to use electrospinning process to produce also chito beads. With those chito beads, we managed also to put some drugs so we can bypass the stomach, especially those drugs which can really be destroyed in the stomach. It's not only this, we got into patenting this, and also this, but we are now spending more time producing new materials where you can use the chitosan to try to come up with not only therapeutic products, but also diagnostic products. And those of you who doesn't know what is chitosan, if diamond is the most expensive part of carbon, then you have to know that chitosan is the most expensive part of cotton or cereals. Thank you very much.
Khalid Al-Hulam, founder of Omleti project. Omleti is a joint venture, Saudi-UK joint venture, incubated at King Abdulaziz City for Science and Technology, and has incorporated in Saudi Arabia and UK with a series of partnership with Xari Systems from UK, where we have built our payment gateway based on vouchering to Saudi Arabia, and have signed agreement with Saudi Post to distribute our voucher all around Kingdom. And we can provide to a market of size 15.6 million internet users and 3.9 online buyers, and most of the generation and the population of Saudi Arabia is under 75% is under 35 years, and most of them unbanked. What we are providing via our joint venture, our Umlet Limited in UK, shall provide to the wide spectrum of retailers in UK, where as per the UK retail industry, 228,000 retailers are ready to go online and ship their product to Saudi Arabia. And via our voucher in Saudi Arabia, we can provide our payment method to kingdom-wide unbanked population of Saudi citizens. And all we can do is only approaching the retailers and distributing our vouchers and add our payment gateway, simply add the button in the online retailer and you will be available in Saudi Arabia. Year 2014 was our corporate product launching. Year 2015 will be our consumer and retail launching in UK. And Your Royal Highness, on 5th of November at St. James Palace, you said there must be a common acknowledgement that entrepreneurs will drive growth and be the wealth creators of the future. Your words went global. A Saudi entrepreneur shall derive growth to UK economy.
Assalamu alaikum. Sam Al-Amizi, CEO of Oil Games. You know, in Saudi, we do not have cinema, we do not have theaters, we do not have musical. Actually, we do not have access to entertainment events. Because of that, Saudi spent more than 2 billion Saudi riyal annually on mobile gaming. The rest of the Arab spent another 2 billion. We in Aya develop mobile and social games. We target Arabic users by providing them local and culture-related content. Our plan is to develop 4 games annually. We have released our first game 2 months ago, and now we have more than 1.2 million users within 2 months. The next game will be released within next week, inshallah. In order to promote the game, we have signed with Mobile. They will promote our game to 2 million users in Saudi Arabia. Also Samsung, our game will be pre-installed in the devices in Saudi Arabia. Joy Game, the biggest publisher in the Middle East, they are interested in licensing our football game to the Turkish and international market. The team behind the company, myself and Sami Saif as founders, Aziz Maisa, Nidal and Nawal. The team introvert, passion and experience. Passion, we love games, spend our playing games, experience. Every and each one of us has at least 3 years experience in his field, programming, 3D modeling, designing. Finally, we came here today asking for business and financial mentorship and consultation. Thank you.
Weddings, events, products, or even the family portrait. What do they all have in common? They all need photographers. But where can you find one that is talented, trustworthy, and reasonably priced? Solely, the first platform to book photographers in an easy and quick way. Let's take an example together. Ahmed is a 25-year-old Saudi man. His wedding is on 20th of December, and he has a budget of 6,000 riyals for his wedding shooting. What would Ahmed do? He would call a friend that got married before, take a number from him, try that number, doesn't work, try another number. Why the hassle? Now he can go on sawili.com, start entering the information of the photo shoot, location, time, and budget, Within hours, he'll receive offers from different photographers with their prices and details about their services. Ahmed will be able to filter between them through their profiles. We'll take an example. Bassam, who is a wedding photographer. He has previous work, experience, and ratings from previous customers. Ahmed loved the photographer and booked him for the, started to enter the information of the payment in the escrow account in Sowili and booked him. After that, we say congratulations. We have successfully captured Ahmed's wedding. What's next? The exchange. The photographer gives the photos to Ahmed, and Ahmed pays Bassam all through Sowili's platform, with protecting rights of both parties. That was 1 out of 200,000 photo shoot opportunities that occurred in Saudi every year, with an average price of 5,000 riyals. We are talking about a market of 1 billion riyals. That's only in Saudi Arabia. How does Sowili make money? Sowili takes a commission out of each photo shoot booking that occurs through the website, also premium subscriptions of the photographers, corporate accounts that have frequent photo shoot requests, and also advertisements. We have successfully launched 4 months ago and have registered more than 500 photographers from around Saudi Arabia. And we have accepted more than 180 photo shoots and have made more than 150,000 riyals in sales. What's next for Sowili? We are starting in Saudi Arabia, then expanding in UAE and Egypt, then expanding in the MENA region, and then globally. We'll also expand in the services that we provide, like photo stocks. Photographers will be able to sell their photos through the website, direct printing for the customers, and also e-commerce for upgrading equipment accessories for the photographers themselves. What we are looking today are opportunities, business opportunities that you can provide if you have a photography or video, male, female, any type of request, you can find them on Sowili. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure today to introduce myself and to present my project. I'm Sara Al-Jashi, entrepreneur supported by Saudi Aramco, owner of Saudi Medical Laboratory Services, which is specialized in manufacturing microbiology culture media. All different kinds of microbiology culture media, enrichment, selective, going to the very specialized type. Microbiology culture media are used in all industry, clinical, research, and educational sectors to support the growth of microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses. This is the microbiology culture media we're manufacturing. Through my experience, I've noticed the high demand of the culture media and short of supply in all those sectors. Even though there are many factories around the world, but it's really difficult for these culture media to be important due to the limited shelf life. In Saudi Arabia, we are utilized more than 100 million plates per year. Although we have some factories, still the demand is high and the gap is big. My company will establish a factory to manufacture these culture media to bridge the gap of the limited shelf life and to make the product available in a timely fashion with a benchmark standard. In addition, we are working on a research to manufacture a culture media with extended shelf life for future use. Thank you.
Would it shock you to know that up to 50% of all food produced globally each year never actually reaches the human stomach. That's food waste valued at $750 billion. With food, the demand for food is set to increase 50% by 2050, and our planet's resources already stretched to capacity, the time to act on food waste is now. I'm Johnny McNeil from Insignia Technologies, and we've developed a range of labelling solutions which help to reduce the amount of food wasted in the supply chain, from field to fork. The labels, which contain our patented colour-changing pigments, can be calibrated to change colour over a preset number of days and used to indicate food freshness and after opening times, monitor cold chain integrity, and highlight tampering or damage to packaging. The labels have a functionality that to date has been associated with more expensive time temperature indicators. And what really sets our technology apart is the fact that it can be produced at a price point which is cost effective enough to be used on individual consumer facing products. We put together a small but focused team which combines the technical knowledge of our 2 PhD chemists with a commercial team which intimately understands the markets in which we currently operate. Since the business spun out from the University of Strathclyde in August 2012, the commercial team has travelled extensively in the UK and the US, developing relationships with the likes of food retailers, food service operators, packaging providers, and food producers. In addition, through press releases and social media, we've managed to attract interest and generate relationships with customers in countries as diverse as Argentina, South Korea, and India, but not yet the Middle East. We're currently running trials with retailers and food service operators in both the UK and the US, and we're delighted to announce that we recently secured our first major contract with a fresh produce producer based in California. We also recently completed our second round of investment, so we're not here today seeking financing. What we are looking for, though, is twofold. Firstly, we're seeking to engage with customers, or with people in the audience who can facilitate introductions to customers in the food retail and food service markets, both in Saudi Arabia and across the wider Middle Eastern region. And secondly, we see this as an amazing opportunity to start to tell people about the work that we're doing to reduce food waste. This is therefore not an ask to any one of you or your companies today here in the audience, but to all of you. Help us spread the message that the time to act on food waste is now. We're Insignia Technologies, and we have the solutions to stop the amount of food that goes to waste each year.
Your Highness, Your Excellencies, by the year 2020, your car, your shoes, your fridge, your air conditioning, and even the lights in your streets, alongside 50 billion other devices, will be connected to the internet. They will be part of what we call the Internet of Things. Now, imagine a world where you or I, not just the engineers or the technically minded, could create these devices. Imagine a world where your ideas for new apps and new products were created from bite-sized electronic building blocks and bite-sized software blocks assembled together by yourself to create innovations that then created businesses. And businesses to create, there will be. The Internet of Things market is estimated at 6.3 trillion pounds. At Sam Labs, we've opened this amazing market to you. We've created the tools for the designers, the tools for the innovators, the tools for the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. And our adventure starts with this button. See, it talks to this light without any coding and without any wiring. The app shows you how everything's coded together, like with this slider and these motors. The app also connects to the internet, to your email, and to social media, so you can bring your whole connected world to your new inventions with a click. That means that your children can now, today at home, build a fridge that tells your phone what to buy when you're at the supermarket, or create a light system for the lights to turn on when it's dark outside. Sam is the Lego for the internet generation of entrepreneurs. Scientists use SAM to conduct better research. Designers and engineers use SAM to innovate faster. And lastly, educators use SAM to educate their students in entrepreneurship. What's behind me is the reason why I'm in front of you today. In 1851, the British public was so excited about knowledge shared at the British Great Exhibition that the whole family invested greatly in innovation and innovation powerhouses in London. 150 years later, this is where I studied. And seeing how KEG is investing massively in education, in tools, in infrastructure, and in people, it's amazing to see that you share this vision. SAM gives KEG the first and best hardware and software solution for any 9 to 99-year-old to build the next Facebook, the next Apple, the next billion-dollar company. And the tools to use are extremely simple. They're in my hand. And this is why SAM wants to empower 10,000 students in Saudi Arabia by September 2015, so that come the year 2020, Saudi Arabia is at the forefront of digital innovation worldwide. Thanks very much.
There are enormous renewable energy resources in our oceans waves. In particular in the British Isles, in fact it has been described as the Saudi Arabia of wave energy. So it is great to have the chance to come to this prestigious event today and present details on what is one of the largest untapped sources of renewable energy. We set up in Belfast, where our shipyard used to build ocean liners to travel around the globe. We want to re-energise this rich maritime engineering heritage and build wave energy technology to power the British Isles and other coastal nations around the world with renewable energy for future generations to come. Our core team and founders are PhDs with backgrounds in electrical engineering and the offshore oil and gas sector. And we have over 20 years experience working on wave energy, working for energy companies and governments on solutions to the marine energy challenge. We've put this expertise to good use and developed the dual wave engine technology. It is the only technology in the world that captures power from both the vertical and side-to-side motions from waves at the same time. This sets a new benchmark for energy production, and through that transforms the economics of generating electricity from ocean waves. We have patented this technology and got great news recently. Our patent has been approved for granting. And with this encouragement, we want to push on with demonstration projects. We want to certify the technology for generating utility-scale electricity. And if we can find the right research partners, we want to pursue the other application areas for the technology on maritime security, on desalination, and on offshore aquaculture. We realise we cannot do this alone, and we will need to bring partners on board to work with us to pursue the market opportunities that our technology unlocks. What we would love to have from today's event would be connections and introductions to the partners in Saudi Arabia, who we can share our knowledge and expertise with, and who in return will work with us to deploy wave energy technology around the world.
Your Highness, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Silas Adekunle. I'm the founder and CEO of Reach Robotics. I recently graduated from robotics with a first-class degree a few months ago. For the past 4 years, I've been working with young people of all ages, trying to get them interested in robotics, STEM and science subjects. Within those 4 years, I learned 3 key lessons. The first is that the robotics entertainment market is very large. It's £2 billion globally and £200 million in the US and Europe alone. Second is that if you go out there today to try and buy an entertainment robot, you'll either get something extremely simple or a really complex kit. Within 2 weeks, they're both in the corner somewhere, wasting away. And the last thing I've learned is if we ever want these young people to have a lasting interest in these fields, we first have to capture their imaginations. I believe so strongly in these lessons that a year and a half ago, I set out to create my own company to bring products that capture imaginations to life. Take, for example, the product we're developing at the moment. These will be the world's first gaming robots. You control them via an app on your smartphone, but the gaming takes place in the real world around you, turning the world around you into the playing field. The more you play with them, they level up, so using popular game mechanics. And then you can start buying new add-ons that transform the way they look and the way they perform as well, so really capturing the interest of the young people. But when you're done playing with them, you can start to learn about robotics using our products as well. So the logic behind robotics, sit through complex lessons through really simple methods. Within the last year, we've raised more than £100,000 in startup funds. We've been in talks with companies like Disney who see a very fantastic future for our product and brand. And I've put together a very fantastic team consisting of 2 mechanical manufacturing engineers with more than 30 years of experience in the aerospace and spacecraft industries, 2 product designers, a game app developer, a robotics PhD, and myself. We have a vision of generating more than £50 million in revenue by the end of 2016, which is why today we are looking for 2 things in Saudi Arabia. We're looking for retailers who might be interested in selling our products to the people in Saudi Arabia, because actually 40% of the population here fit into our target demographic, and we've had press releases in Saudi Arabia that shows interest. And also we're looking for startup finance and £650,000 to allow us to accelerate our growth to market. Just to summarize, my name is Salah. We are developing the world's first gaming robots that can capture the imagination of tomorrow's future scientists and engineers, but we need your help to make that reality. Thank you.
Every 2 minutes, someone is diagnosed with melanoma, the most deadly form of skin cancer. And every 10 minutes, someone dies of the disease. It's the world's fastest growing cancer, and it disproportionately affects young people. My company, Skin Analytics, aims to make sure that nobody dies from melanoma. The survival rate should be almost 100%, but instead, around the world, it's only 75%. So we use smartphones to help map, track, and ultimately diagnose melanoma. And we do it with just a simple, low-cost attachment, which means that for about £30, we can give a system to people where they sign up online, we send them the low-cost attachment, next day delivery. We give them guidance on how to image the lesion, and then we use our advanced patent-pending image processing algorithms to assess whether or not that lesion is skin cancer. And that does something very important. It gives consumers a way to take immediate action about a problem that they're concerned about. Their alternative is to go book in to see a doctor, take some time off work, go to the doctor, convince them to send them to the dermatologist, and eventually get to the diagnosis. And because the process is a little bit convoluted, people typically put off going to their doctor for up to 12 months. Given melanoma can metastasize in 30 days, that delay can kill them. So our objective is to make sure that we can reduce that time to getting people into the doctor. And that turns out to be the single most sensitive way to reduce the number of people who die from skin cancer. From a public policy perspective, or from a private insurance perspective, we have another benefit. Early cancer detection leads to much lower costs of treatment. So if you find a melanoma at stage 1, the cost of treating the disease is just $1,000. If you find the cancer at stage 4, the cost of treating it rockets up to $150,000. and the survival rate is less than 10%. So by focusing on early detection, not only can we reduce the number of people who die from melanoma, we can reduce the cost of treating the disease. And we're taking this service to market in a number of ways. Firstly, we're going direct to consumers through our online channel. As importantly, we're partnering up with retailers on the high street in the UK, such as pharmacies, to offer this service for sale in their pharmacies. And finally, we're working with insurance companies to offer this service directly to their consumers for free, as part of their insurance premiums. We're launching first in the UK, but our vision's bigger than that. We want to take this service into every single country in the world where skin cancer is a problem. We want to prove this technology and make it provided by every public health body, so that our vision of nobody dying from skin cancer can become a reality. Thank you. Shukran.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is ندrو, one of the founders of Progress. We are the digital university designed by employers. Our aim is to bridge the gap between skills and opportunities through free online courses that gives individuals the employability skills they need. So I'd like to actually start with the story of my younger brother. So, in fact, about 3 years ago, I had the proudest moment of my life, watching him graduate from one of the finest universities in finance and economics. And it was an incredible moment after watching him try so hard and achieve so well. However, reality hit. Education had not given him the employability skills or the awareness of how to get it. It took him, in fact, a year of struggle and strife to make that opportunity happen. And even yet, 2 years later, he's still struggling to make that, to realise his potential. So, in fact, that to me highlighted an issue. In fact, a clear disconnect between education and recruitment. So, in fact, PwC have highlighted that this is a global issue, in fact, to the tune of 150 billion. So the way that Progressity aims to solve this is by creating a world-class digital platform. We've partnered with Harvard and MIT to produce online courses that gives you the employability skills you need as part of the job application. So gone are the days of having to file hundreds of CVs. Gone are the days of having to put in an application. We're talking about living CVs that follow you through your progress and actually track how you do, and also skills match you to the relevant jobs. It's been an amazing journey over the last year. In fact, we celebrated our first birthday last weekend. We've worked with about 10 clients, and we're revenue generating. So to give you a couple of examples, with DNAG, we help create future thought leaders in digital design. Getting them work placements with WPP, the world's largest advertising agency. With Network Rail, we're helping develop the talent that will drive home High Speed 2, which is one of the greatest sort of infrastructural programs happening in the UK. And recently, we've started developing a course with Lloyds Bank, which is all about entrepreneurship and mentoring. And imagine that you're getting young people to support other people to catalyse future businesses. So I'm here today with actually a bit of a challenge. So I've fallen in love with sort of Ted and his grand ambition. We actually had a tour of the facility and we're absolutely amazed by the potential that we have here. But there are some fundamental challenges. The IMF recently highlighted that 75% of salaries are going to non-salaries. And you've just seen 8 entrepreneurs put on an amazing show. There's no doubt in my mind that this nation has the potential to deliver this grand vision. But we are here to give you a hand, to help in any way we can. We would like to work with organisations to help deliver the relevant talent and actually upskill individuals so that they are prepared to execute and create great products and innovations. And thank you very much. You've been an absolutely incredible audience. Thanks.
Okay, that puts an end to our entrepreneurs show. Can I ask you to give them another clap hand for all of them? So any of you who wants to have contacts with any of the entrepreneurs, presented there asks either said or explained in the booklets distributed. My colleague Fawaz from King Abdullah Economic City is the link with the group at Pitch on Shore or with the local partners that have been generously working with us, Aramco, Badr, Kaust, and Qutuf, and a few more. So Fawaz again, for King Abdullah Economic City, will be the link. And before we close, I would ask you to join me to invite to the stage His Royal Highness, the Duke of York.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's easy, if you are in my position, to come up with an idea. It's easy if, to some extent, you're the king, to be able to come up with an idea. In many cases, it's the execution and the follow-up that are the most important things that then fall out. So I'm sure that His Majesty here feels like I do, that we are serial entrepreneurs. The difference being is that we are very fortunate in that other people do the follow-up. Pitch is one such idea. The amazing thing is to see how other people not only have come along and said, not a bad idea, but we've been able to take it within a year to somewhere else in the world where the need is just as important as it is in the UK. Now, interestingly, in the numerous visits that I have made to Saudi Arabia, the emphasis that has been expressed to me has been on small and medium-sized enterprises and how Saudi Arabia encourages that market. One suggestion was by linking up British and Saudi small and medium-sized enterprises to become joint ventures. But interestingly, whilst that has some merit, the one thing that Saudi Arabia does not lack is people who can be entrepreneurs. The challenge for Saudi Arabia, I believe, is to be able to get the message out to its population that being an entrepreneur is something that is not only going to be valued, but it is also going to be something that is supported both culturally and within the family, but also that actually taking that step is something that the system can support. Because in many cases, it's not just money that will make the difference between an entrepreneur being successful or not. It's about working with partners, it's working with the business process, it's working with not only investors but mentors, people who have knowledge. And if there's one thing that I've learned just from the length of time that I have been doing this in the United Kingdom, many people who have the experience of business and of being successful want to help other people be as successful as them. And I think it is beholden on people like myself to network and to present opportunities for entrepreneurs to have that support and to have that knowledge and to have that ability of being able to grow. The other thing that we've found is that we have to encourage or have to make happen that these young businesses grow as fast as possible. So what is happening here today is a start. And I would like to say thank you to the King Abdullah's Economic City for inviting us here today to be able to showcase not only Saudi entrepreneurs, but also some of those that we have in the United Kingdom. Many of those businesses are suitable to be able to operate in each other's country. We must never forget that we live in a global world today, and it is about where that market is globally. Now, we did not, or I did not, and my team did not choose those that came from the UK because they had something to do with Saudi Arabia. But those that have come have all got a cell or a reason where Saudi Arabia can not only be a partner, but also can be a mentor. So I would say to those of you who are interested in supporting entrepreneurship, that this is a country where there is huge potential. It's only just from listening to those 9 Saudi Arabian people who've been up here today in front of us. But everywhere, and all the people that I have been speaking to over the last few days have had the same message. The government is encouraging entrepreneurship. They are encouraging young people to get skills. Those skills are what is going to make the difference. In the 20th century, we thought that you either had to apply your brain or you had to use your hands. The 21st century is about how you not only use your brain and intellect, but how you can apply your hands and your skills to that intellect. And that is the combination that is so required in the 21st century. So we have only just touched the surface today. It's been a real insight for me today to come with some of our entrepreneurs from the United Kingdom. But I can see this as something that is going to grow in the future. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening. In all the events that I have witnessed, I have had to make notes because I've suddenly recognized that there are connections or networks or people that I can introduce those entrepreneurs to in one form or another. And I'm sure that is true of those people in the room today, that you've all thought of, haha, maybe I can help. So I'm going to lay down the challenge to you today, as I have done at St. James's Palace, which is that my ask of the audience is that you make either one phone call, or you make one email, or you have one follow-up meeting with the entrepreneurs today, because just because of that, you may make a material difference in that business. So thank you. I wish all of you entrepreneurs every success. I am extremely glad that we are not in a position of having a competition today, because I would run out of money because I would invest in all of you. So well done. Thank you for those of you who've come from the UK. I hope it's been an experience that is worthy and useful, but ultimately, I know that we can do more, and I know that I can do more to help entrepreneurship, not only in the United Kingdom, but also here in Saudi Arabia. And it is by working together that we can make the world a better place. Thank you.
Well, this brings us to the end of our program, and we once again thank you all for joining us, and thanks to our partners. That some I did not mention, excuse me for that, but I have horrible memory. Once again, thank you all for joining us, and thanks to His Royal Highness, the Duke of York.
Great to see you. Oh, well, thank you very, very much indeed. I hope it was useful and we can grow this into a way excellent. Thank you very much. Not at
It's actually just having a conversation with someone already.
Oh yeah, get a good picture. That's the.
I'm selfie today.
No, because the trouble is you got signed. Absolutely.
Not at the moment, but saying that, we're working on apprenticeship. We actually created a digital apprenticeship, which we can actually transpose across the communities, and then onto the website where you're actually retraining projects, overhead lights. But then we're also working
we'll send it to your office. It's not the key, it's the whole gate.
Oh, it's the whole gate! You don't have keys here, you have gates. That's very kind, thank you very much. Who had it? It was you that had it. You can have it back again in a bit.
We'll send it to you.
Thank you very much. Bang. We have insurance. Yes. Smashes the window. Thank you very, very much indeed. I hope that was what's expected. Highness. Yes, perhaps you would come on the 23rd of March to see what we're doing in London. Sure. I'd love to. Thank you very much indeed. All the best.
Thank you so much. It's amazing.
Thanks very much.